Standard language models live in a text-only world. They read and write streams of characters, completely cut off from the graphical interfaces humans use to navigate software every day. We can bypass that limitation by building a visual autonomous agent. Using Anthropic's Claude 4.5 computer use API, we can give an AI the ability to look at a screen and navigate desktop applications exactly like a human would. Building this architecture requires two specific prerequisites: a local Docker installation to sandbox the agent, and Anthropic Tier 3 API access to handle the high rate of image processing. By bridging this visual gap, you remove the need for software to have an API. If a legacy enterprise tool exists on a screen, your AI can control it. Handing an autonomous AI physical control over your mouse and keyboard carries inherent risk. A single coordinate calculation error on your primary machine could modify files or trigger unwanted commands. The architectural solution is to lock the agent inside a Dockerized Ubuntu container equipped with a virtual frame buffer. This strict containerization creates a physical wall. Even if the agent executes rapid clicks, it remains trapped in the sandbox, protecting your host operating system from accidental modifications. Securing the environment is the first step before passing a single coordinate to the AI. With the sandbox secured, we start the vision language action loop. The agent needs eyes, so we use a screen capture library to grab rapid, consecutive screenshots of the environment. Because the multimodal vision endpoints require a specific ingestion format, these screenshots are instantly encoded into base64. The AI ingests this data, mapping the interface's spatial layout to build a logical understanding of where buttons and menus are located. Once deciding its next step, it translates visual intent into precise X and Y coordinates on the grid. Running this high-speed loop turns a static arrangement of pixels into a dynamic spatial map that the agent can actively manipulate. We now have coordinates, which our execution script feeds into a library like PyAutoGUI to perform physical mouse movements and keystrokes. Relying purely on coordinates introduces a point of failure. UI elements shift due to load times or pop-ups, and a click at an outdated coordinate will derail the workflow. To solve this, we introduce a failsafe using OpenCV template matching. This acts as a required visual anchor before the system allows a click to occur. The cursor moves to the designated coordinates, pauses to verify the specific button template is exactly underneath it, and only then executes the click. Forcing visual verification before physical action ensures the agent handles UI shifts without failing. A single execution loop is effective for linear tasks, but handling complex, non-linear workflows is more manageable with a multi-agent architecture. Using LangGraph, we construct asynchronous, multi-agent action trees. A central manager agent analyzes the screen state and decides high-level strategies, delegating UI interactions. Worker agents receive these delegations and handle execution, firing rapid keystrokes or managing scalable web automation. These workers also handle state recovery routines. If an unexpected error pop-up blocks the screen, the agent visually recognizes the obstruction and autonomously clicks to dismiss it. Multi-agent orchestration creates a resilient system capable of navigating complex desktop environments and recovering from errors without human intervention. We've built the complete architecture, securing the environment in Docker, establishing the vision language action loops, and orchestrating a multi-agent system with LangGraph. Mastering visual autonomy removes the barrier of legacy software, giving you a reliable way to control any application without relying on an API. To start building your own agent, head to the link in the description for gateofai.com. You'll find the full Python code, the exact Docker setup, and a step-by-step guide to get your VLA workflow running today.